Welcome back to Micro Maintenance, the home of wing nuts, and episode 9? I can't remember what episode it was. Welcome back to Wing Nuts, the home of micro maintenance, and this week's episode we are looking at the amazing PeaBee and some of our awesome modifications and customization. The one thing that we really love about the PeaBee is the fact that from the start you can fully customize the wing, the trike, loads of optional extras, and for us that's fantastic. But we at Micro Maintenance like to take it that next step further. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Sorry, interrupting the build.
Okay, more PeaBee mods. So these are the larger rear tyres, only available for the PeaBee. You can't fit these to the ADAM. And these are stunning. Really like the black wheels that come as standard. They're really nice. But what we're going to do is upgrade the hubs using the existing tyres to these fantastic CNC'd deep dish off-centre hubs. So already done one, so I thought I'll show you on how amazing these are. First of all, we're going to strip out the old hub, so one's already been done. The existing hubs, these are 5-star hubs. They're great. Split hub as well, which makes changing the inner tube or tyre very simple. Made a schoolboy error. Always deflate the tyre first. Sit there going, why is this difficult? So these are the larger rear tyres we set off the PeaBee. You can't get the larger ones on the ADAM because of the way that the retracts and the skirt work. I quite like the larger rears on the PeaBees. I think they're gives you a little bit more ground clearance, so prop clearance gives you about an extra inch or so. But also with these you can mess around with the tyre pressures to give you a bit of a softer ride, so a little bit more suspension, just a little bit more dampening. And again, I like options. I like that you can do that. So anyway, we're just going to strip this old hub out. Well, it's a new hub, but the original hub. So I've already deflated the tyre.
Sorry. Sorry, interrupting the build.
Now comes one half and the spacer, and the other half. I always put these back together again because you never know when you might need. Useful for mocking up a spare. Last thing you want to do on a fly all day is be changing a puncture. Right, okay, so these are a deep dish. These are a deep dish hub. So where you can see these are center set. These ones are also offset, so the rear spacer there is flush. So what this does is moves the wheel. Give you a slightly wider wheelbase, but again these are the deep dish version as well, so you really get to see the hub. So what we're going to do is got the changeable spokes. You can get these in any colour, you can get these in any colour, so really sort of make it work with your wing, work with your trike. There's a small hole for the valve, so we're going to locate that, drop that in place. We're now looking for the first of our spokes, making sure that you've got that the right way around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to press in the bearing. And so we've even gone for colour matched bearings. So now the colour matched bearings have been pressed. can drop the first spoke in. And this is the outside, so this is the deep dish. See these bolts, I've got some thread lock in, so I'm going to drop those through. A fill-in spacer between the two hubs, so it looks better. And we also get a bush, so I'm going to drop the bush in there. And then we've got the other spoke. I can drop that on there now. Now, when I'm doing these, try not to send them home all the way. But I'm doing one, then I'm missing one. So what we can go do now, all nice and fixed in. Look how stunning they are. Going to inflate the tyre and get it back on the trike. Hi guys, and today I'm going to have a quick look at a very easy to do PeaBee mod. It's something I've wanted to do for a while because we've done this on a few other aircraft. And today these are the seats from out of my PeaBee. Now, having spent some time in these, I can't say for 1 minute I'm going to complain about the comfiness because they are quite a comfy seat. But here at Micro Maintenance, we like to go that little step further. And so I've ordered myself some memory foam. So what I'm going to try and do, see if I can crowbar this memory foam into these seats. I've ordered the right size up, so hopefully it should fit. So I'm going to do a quick cutting of some foam, see if I can make these seats just that little bit comfier. Hey, and why not? So there we go, 2 pads, one a backrest, one a seat, both are memory foam. What I've done is I've used 2 parts, so this is a 2-part foam system. So this is a very firm foam on the underside and then a very nice memory foam on the top. So 2-part liner, it's been laminated to so that you don't get any movement, makes it a lot easier to fit. All I need to do now is go refit them back in the plane and smile to see how comfy they are. We'll see. Moment of truth. Memory foam seats. Hello sports fans. So first job of the day, we are going to fit, this is an RPM gauge. This is if you buy a PeaBee or an ADAM through Micro Maintenance. We like to micro maintenance things, we can't not, it's in our nature. So one of the things we're fitting as standard to all our machines is this Hobbs and RPM gauge. We do a slightly tricky install on this, which we'll go through at some point, but that gets fitted as standard. I like these, they're very inexpensive. I think you can buy them for around about £20. What that is in other currencies, I have no idea because it's too early for my brain to work out. But this records RPM, it also records runtime, and also you can schedule in maintenance. So one of the other things that we do if you buy a machine through Micro Maintenance is we give you a 25-hour check. So I'm going to type into this on when 25 hours is up. That should let the customer or the owner know when it needs a service, and they can then bring it into us, and then we do our first kind of owner's inspection. So we go through with the owner, check all the wing, check all the airframe component parts, do engine run-ups to make sure that it's running okay. So we use this to schedule that in.
Brandon, what are we up to today, my friend?
Hi Ben. Engine monitoring. Yeah, so this little device will sit here, and then we'll run the cable back up through to the engine to pick up engine fed the cable up through the frame at the back behind the tank, and up to the back here. If you want to have a look over the top here, Ben. So we've tapped into this cable here. We've got a connector with some heat shrink over the top, give it some good protection, and now I'm just tidying it up right the way back through to the reader.
Another thing we are fitting, which I've already fitted the head unit, is this Tiggy system. Now, some of you may know of Tiggy systems. I personally think they're fantastic. And if you saw the first video that I was part of with Giles Fowler off of I can never say Golf Foxtrot 22, off of Golf Fox 22. I flew his machine, and one of the things that I loved was that there was no instruments. I thought it was fantastic, but one of the things I thought was really good was the fuel flow computer, the Tiggy. And so we certainly recommend the Tiggy. It's a fantastic unit. And it runs in real time, so it tells you the fuel flow. You tell it what fuel you've got on board, and from actual real time it tells you your elapsed time. That's very, very reassuring when you're some distance away from your landing site, to know that you've got 76 minutes and that you can obviously fly better or worse and to affect your flow rate. So it works using this impeller. So we need to put this in line. There are a number of ways that you can configure this. We do straight through. We need to connect this in line and then use the system control lead to connect to the head unit, which we've already fitted in here. So hopefully if you've seen some of our other videos, you can see we've made this custom bracket, and as always we've micro maintenanced it. Motor monitor on the bottom on this one, Tiggy's on the top. It runs off a power supply 9-volt battery that's on the back there again. Very easily removed, so you literally unplug the signal lead, the whole thing comes out, which is great because it means it doesn't class as part of the weight of the aircraft because it can be removed. We're now going to run the signal lead down the front strut, through the main keel tube down there to connect to the impeller. So we've installed the impeller, we've lock wired that so that the mechanism can't come apart on both sides. Now what we're going to do is hide this away, get it zip tied onto the airframe, and then we can look at testing and installing the signal cable.
Self-made, what are you up to, Mark?
Well, along with the range of all our other PeaBee mods, we're looking at adapting our amazing Sky Ranger seatbelts to fit into the PeaBee. So me and Tate, who's being stealthy with an umbrella, we're just on the final fit, just making sure everything's right. So we marked everything, these have been adjusted, there's bits we don't need, just making sure that they're the right length. So we've got some very nice 4-point harnesses, change of the buckle. What we're going to do is send these with the measurements back to the manufacturer. Hopefully we'll get another set that will fit better. But yeah, when people go, why are these, why do you charge what you charge? Because for every one of these that we send back to be for a refit, we have to pay for, so it can be an expensive process sorting out. Of all of the mods that we've done, the seat belts for me are one of my favourite. They are fantastic, really comfy and really secure to wear. We really like them. We fitted them on other aircraft types as well, so to donor them to the PeaBee and to the ADAM was a natural course for us to take. Very, very nice seat belts to wear, very, very reassuring. Anyway, that's it for this week. We hope you've enjoyed our episode, something a little bit different. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you want to leave us any notifications or comments in the section below, don't hesitate, we do read them and we do try to get back to you as quickly as possible. But until next week, guys, thanks ever so much. Of all of the mods that we do,